So smarter than a fire. Everybody think big. Wake up when they sleep, when they dream big. Everybody one blow. Yeah, they way they talking.
Are we all not between wombs and tombs? We are. You came from a womb and you are gradually going towards a tomb. The distance between your mother's womb and your tomb is called the journey of life. It's the sum of all your experiences between your birth and your death. You didn't choose how you were born, but you could possibly choose how you would love to be buried. You see, some people entered this world as children of peasants, but they left as presidents. Our days have already been numbered by God. As you are listening to me right now, someone out there just took their last breath. Whether you are a president or a peasant, one day you will also take your last breath. Regardless of how much you earn or own today, one day your journey of life shall be summarized by a simple dash between two important dates on your tomb in the cemetery. The first date will represent the day you entered this troublesome world, and the second date will represent the day you will have exited this beautiful world. But here you are today with your golden opportunity of life sparkling right in your hands. What are you doing with this once-in-a-history opportunity? Are you really enjoying it, or you are merely enduring it? Are you really a blessing or a burden to your family? Are you an asset or a liability to your generation? What are you doing with your life now? Yesterday is forever gone. Tomorrow may never come. I just want to remind you that your opportunity of life is now. Let it not end until you win. Think about it.
If you not find it today, tomorrow will be for you. Sometimes the road will be bad. You always learn on your ride. When it comes back to you, you got only you in this life. You. So smarter than a fire. Everybody think big. Wake up when they sleep, when they dream big. Everybody one blow. Yeah, they way they talking.
Are we all not between wombs and tombs? We are. You came from a womb and you are gradually going towards a tomb. The distance between your mother's womb and your tomb is called the journey of life. It's the sum of all your experiences between your birth and your death. You didn't choose how you were born, but you could possibly choose how you would love to be buried. You see, some people entered this world as children of peasants, but they left as presidents. Our days have already been numbered by God. As you are listening to me right now, someone out there just took their last breath. Whether you are a president or a peasant, one day you will also take your last breath. Regardless of how much you earn or own today, one day your journey of life shall be summarized by a simple dash between two important dates on your tomb in the cemetery. The first date will represent the day you entered this troublesome world, and the second date will represent the day you will have exited this beautiful world. But here you are today with your golden opportunity of life sparkling right in your hands. What are you doing with this once-in-a-history opportunity? Are you really enjoying it, or you are merely enduring it? Are you really a blessing or a burden to your family? Are you an asset or a liability to your generation? What are you doing with your life now? Yesterday is forever gone. Tomorrow may never come. I just want to remind you that your opportunity of life is now. Let it not end until you win. Think about it.
If you not find it today, tomorrow will be for you. Sometimes the road will be bad. You always learn on your ride. When it comes back to you, you got only you in this life.
And yes, indeed, folks, a pleasant welcome to another edition of the program, The Turning Point on Image TV, with me, David Siwalu, as your regular presenter. And yes, indeed, you are the only one in this life. There is no one like you. And so, if you cannot do what is needed to be done, definitely no one will come to do it for you. So, you have to understand that this life, you are only you, and there is no one, absolutely no one like you. So, folks, wherever you are, however you find us, a pleasant welcome. Let's take a break and then we will be right back to this program. Stay tuned, don't you go away.
So smarter than a yeah. Everybody think big. Wake up when they sleep, when they dream big. Everybody one blow. Yeah, they way they talking
Are we all not between wombs and tombs? We are. You came from a womb and you are gradually going towards a tomb. The distance between your mother's womb and your tomb is called the journey of life. It's the sum of all your experiences between your birth and your death. You didn't choose how you were born, but you could possibly choose how you would love to be buried. You see, some people entered this world as children of peasants, but they left as presidents. Our days have already been numbered by God. As you are listening to me right now, someone out there just took their last breath. Whether you are a president or a peasant, one day you will also take your last breath. Regardless of how much you earn or own today, one day your journey of life shall be summarized by a simple dash between two important dates on your tomb in the cemetery. The first date will represent the day you entered this troublesome world, and the second date will represent the day you will have exited this beautiful world. But here you are today with your golden opportunity of life sparkling right in your hands. What are you doing with this once in a history opportunity? Are you really enjoying it, or you are merely enduring it? Are you really a blessing or a burden to your family? Are you an asset or a liability to your generation? What are you doing with your life now? Yesterday is forever gone. Tomorrow may never come. I just want to remind you that your opportunity of life is now. Let it not end until you win. Think about it.
yourself, you know the truth. If you not find it today, tomorrow will be for you. Sometimes the road will be bad. You always learn on your right. When it comes back to you, you got only you in this life.
And I tell you, yes, indeed, this life, there is only you. There is no one else that is going to be you. There is no one else that is going to take your place. There is no one else that is going to do what it is that is needed of you to be done. Whatever dreams you have, whatever aspiration you have, there is only going to be a one single person that is responsible for that dream or aspiration. And so, if you are not ready, if you are not waiting to achieve whatever it is that you have dreamed about, that you have set up to achieve, then definitely there is going to be a problem, a serious, serious one as that. So, wherever you are, folks, however you're following this platform, I just hope that you are good in health and that you are with a sound mind and that you're thinking about doing something positive or doing something positive that will benefit you or your nation, Liberia at large. For this too is Mama Liberia, and all we need are positive thinkers, people with positive thinking that can move the nation Liberia forward. So wherever you are, folks, however you're doing us, a pleasant welcome. This is how I would like to welcome you to another edition of the program, uh, the Turning Point on Image TV here. And I'm glad to be here once again. I'm glad to be here at this present movement. You know, every day of our life, we facing challenges. Every day of our life, we encounter problems. Every day of our life, things happen that at some point in time we sit and think to ourselves, if we are actually going to make it for a day or maybe a week. Sometimes we sit and we have those doubts. But one thing we always need to do and to remember is that in this life, we all need to be hopeful. we all need to look forward to another day, because that's the only way we can continue doing what it is that we are doing. And that is the only way we can achieve whatever it is that we want to achieve. Well, folks, on this slide, before we go further into this program, I will like to appreciate Solomon Jadenu. He's the one that have been sponsoring the entire week edition of the program, The Turning Point. This Mabudi here has been the one sponsoring this entire edition of the program, The Turning Point. So if you are out there and through any means you are able to sponsor this program, be it with data packages, be it with credit. We are not asking for money. We just want data package or credit, just whatever you can help this program with. We will appreciate it. So as I was saying, Solomon Jardino is the one that have been sponsoring this entire week program edition of the program, The Turning Point. So we just want to shout it out for him and say many thanks to you, Chief, for sponsoring this week edition of the program. And so we thank you for all that you are doing, and we ask that you keep doing it. And we also encourage others to join you in the process to help us support our program. Thanks, Chief, once again for supporting this week edition of the program, The Turning Point. And so, folks, on this slide, this is how I'd like to welcome you to a pleasant edition of the program, The Turning Point. And we have a very interesting thing that we are going to be talking about. And this is the turning point. This is where we talk about real life. This is where we talk about real issues. This is where we talk about powerful decisions that can lead to real change. And so, if you just joining us, I would like to say a pleasant welcome to you. And I just hope that you are good in health and with a sound mind, thinking about doing something positive. And on today's edition of the program, I want to speak straight to your heart. I want to speak to your heart about something that is so easy to forget about in time like this, in a time where we have the filters, we also have social pressure against us. And what I want to talk to you about today is that you, as a person, staying true to yourself, despite the challenges, despite the situation, despite the up and down. How can you, as a person, stay true to yourself? How important it is to stay true to yourself, especially uh, as you get on the journey to success. What staying true to yourself brings? What are the advantages? What it do for you as a person? Those are what we are going to be talking about today on the program, The Turning Point. And why are we talking about it? Firstly, we'll have to be honest to ourselves, especially in this fast-paced world, right? Where everybody's trying to be seen. It is at this point that it becomes so easy that you lose yourself in the noise. I would just say the noise, yeah. At this point in time, where everyone is trying so hard to be seen, at this age and time, where everyone are trying so hard to be noticed, it becomes so easy for you as a person, for you as an individual to lose yourself in all that is happening. But if you as a person, your success cost you your identity, if your success costs you your peace, if your success costs you your values, then that is not a success. Why? Because no success will cause you to lose your identity. No success will cause you to lose your peace. No success will cause you or to lose your value. If you are working towards success and you have to come at a stage where you have to lose your identity, where you have to lose your values, where you have to lose your peace, then that is not success, but rather that is a sabotage. That is a sabotage in disguise. So today we are going to be talking about how can you as a person in time like this maintain your true identity, being true to yourself and not to anyone else but yourself. Because after all has been said and done, you will be the only one that will bear the consequences of whatever decision or whatever action that you take. So if you as a person decides to fake it, to make it, definitely at the end of the day, you will have yourself to blame. Every problem or situation that will come your way, you will have yourself to blame, and only you will be the one to encounter whatever problems you meet ahead. So why staying true to yourself is important, we are going to be getting into that. But before we get into that, first thing we will need to know uh, what does staying true to yourself really means. What does it means when we say stay true to yourself? You know, most of the time, people say be yourself. Anything you do, be yourself. Be this person that people will see and people will know, yeah, this is you. Do not do things because you want to please people. Every day, people tell you this. But at times, people sit and wonder, what does being myself really means? What does it entails? Every day, people tell me to be myself. Every day, people tell me to do what I can do, and I should not fight to please people. But what does this mean? Right? What it means to be true to yourself, it means just you as a person living a life that is based on your values, living a life that is based on your truth, living a life that is based on your voice, not someone else's expectation or timeline. That is you as a person living your life for yourself, living your life the way you know within yourself you want to live your life, the way you know that when you live your life you become successful. Being true to yourself is in the sense that you as a person, whatever you say, it is authentic. It is coming from you and you only. It's coming from deep down within yourself and no one else. Being true to yourself means that you should always be able to look at yourself and tell yourself the truth. If me, I say, Abba, these few days you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing to achieve your goals. You are not working towards achieving your goals, but rather you are focusing more on how we put it in our library English pledge. You are focusing on fun time. You want to be the all of the entertainment center. You want to drink the latest beer, the latest drinks. You are not focusing on your work. It is not bad to socialize at times, but you are allowing your social activities to take over things that you should be doing to achieve your goals. And as you sit and talk to yourself, that is a voice coming from within you, speaking to yourself. That is you speaking to you. No one else coming to tell you what to do. So as you tell yourself the truth, as you live your life according to the way you want to live your life, as you head towards success, as your voice that you speak becomes your own voice, you as a person is actually being true to yourself. Now, to talk more about this, what does staying true to yourself means? We would also like to tell you that staying true to yourself means that you as a person, when you have the power to say no, when everything around you or when every other person around you tells you to say yes. Stay true to yourself means you as a person choosing your purpose over popularity, choosing your vision over popularity, choosing your goals over popularity, trying to please other people. That is you staying true to yourself. Staying true to yourself could also mean you as a person refusing to pretend. Hmm? And this is something that we see around each and every day. It happens every day. We see this. People trying to pretend just to fit in. Excuse me. People are trying to fake it just so that they can fit in. So you see this person because they see this particular group, and this group happens to be the biggest team in town, and I want to be a part of this team. But in order to be a part of this team, I have to have certain clothes. I have to have certain kind of phone. And so because of that, I start to get myself involved into all kinds of things because I want to be part of this group. Meanwhile, meanwhile, your presence or your absence makes no effect in that group. When I say that, what do I mean? How can you be a person, a part of a group or an organization, but whether you are present, no one cares. Whether you are absent, no one cares. Whether you are ill, no one cares. Whether you are experiencing some difficulties, no one cares. The only time they care about you is when they see you and they want you to do something for them or they want something from you. Then at that point, everyone wants to see you, they laugh at you or whatever. But whatever that is happening to you, whatever you are going through, they do not care about it. But yet, then you as a person, because you want to be seen as someone part of that high caliber, or someone being that person that is all part of that group. So you always make sure that you are doing everything possible to be part of that group. You get your $5 or $10 that you should be spending on your education. You go, you buy clothes. You get your $5 or $10 that you should be trying to sponsor some kind of project that you can help other people. You go, you take it. You buy the latest phone. And after you have bought all of those things, the clothes, the phone, the feedwear, and then you put it on and you are all in the street moving with that group. You are bluffing and stuff. But sometimes when it comes to checking your pocket, you have nothing. You have nothing. You have all of the fine clothes on. You have all of the money in your all of the latest phone. But when they check in your pocket, you have nothing. So at that point, you are just faking it to make it. You just want people to think that everything is okay. You want people to think that everything is fine. And you want people to think that you are part of the high class. So every day you dress well and you move around, pass around, bluff all over, be bouncing up. When deep down you are doing nothing. You are doing nothing. That is not how you be true to yourself. Once you start to do that, it means that, well, you have losing your focus, you are losing your value, you are losing your pride, and you do not care about goals or aspiration anymore. So if you as a person want to be true to yourself, what does it mean to be true to yourself? It means that you as a person refusing to pretend just to fit in with a particular group. Meanwhile, that group does not even care about your present or your absent. Now, listen, being authentic is not a weakness. It is a weapon that you can use as a person to elevate yourself. Being yourself is a weapon that you can use to promote yourself, to take yourself from the lower level to a higher level. If and only if you value yourself. And most of the time, in a world where every day everything we see is just copy and paste. This person do this tomorrow, day after tomorrow, the other person sees it and they wants to do the same. So they copy the same flow, they copy the same swag, and they go ahead and do the same thing. That is not what you should be doing as a person. You as a person wanting to be a successful person, you as a person wanting to inspire others, you can never inspire another person if you do not believe in yourself. You can never inspire another person if you do not trust yourself. You can never inspire another person if you as a person do not speak the truth to yourself. How then are you going to speak the truth to another person if you cannot speak it to yourself? How then are you going to inspire another person if you cannot inspire yourself? If you go out there, what are you going to tell another person? If you yourself cannot sit and tell yourself things that will inspire you, things that will motivate you, what are you doing as a person? Are you staying true to yourself at this time, or you are faking it to make it? or you are following the crowd, and you are doing everything you are doing just for publicity, and you are not being authentic, you are not being true to yourself. What are you doing as a person? How are you living your life? Now, after we have taught what staying true to yourself means, the next thing we want you to understand as you stay true to yourself is that success is not about you impressing other people. Success is not about you making other people to feel fine about you. No, that is not it. And this is the hard truth. You, as a person trying to impress everyone, is the faster way you can lose yourself. You wake up every morning and all that you think on is that you want people to see you. Oh, if he, yeah, no. Once you put yourself on a path of always wanting to impress every other person, that is a faster way or a recipe for you as a person to lose yourself. That is a recipe for you as a person to lose your goal. That is the faster way for you as a person to start heading on a path of waywardness, because you want to impress everyone. So basically, you have to do everything you can do, or the others are doing, to impress people. That is where now you get yourself into the habit of taking substances, because you want everything that you do, it should come to impress people, forgetting to know that at times you are not doing these things because you want for people to clap for you, or people to shake your hand, or for people to give you a word. No, you are doing these things at times because you feel the need, not because you want to, but because you need to. So if you start focusing on impressing people all of the time, it means that you will get on a path where you will start to lose yourself. Why? Because your focus now is on impressing every other person. So you're not even thinking about impressing yourself, which means you are making people out there to be happy with you, but you within yourself is not happy with yourself. You are not happy with yourself, though there are a whole lot of people that are happy with you, but you yourself, you are not happy with yourself. Why? Because you have placed all of your focus on impressing other people. You have chosen not to be yourself, but to put yourself in a position of what the other person wants is what I will do. What the other person wants is what I will do. What this other person wants is what I will do. What that other person wants is what I will do. You are not thinking about what it is that you yourself want. You are no longer thinking about that, but you just want to impress others. And as you go about that, you lose yourself. You lose your purpose. You lose your way out. And that is what we do not want you to do as a person. That is why we are saying here today, stay true to yourself. Do what is it that you know within yourself you want to do, and not what others want you to do. Because if you start to do it, you definitely end up losing yourself. And how do you begin to do that? The first thing is you start thinking about buying things you cannot afford, which means you start putting yourself in debt. You start crediting. You start taking loan. That's one. The next thing is you start to follow the path, a path you do not believe in, something you do not believe in, something you do not love doing. You start to do it. Why? Because you want to impress other people. You want them to feel good about you. So you start to do those things. The next thing you start to do is that you start to spend time with people that drain your soul. Do you know what soul draining is? They start to drain your purpose. They start to drain your aspiration. They start to drain your motivation. They start to drain your true self from you. And all of these, you are doing it for what? Because you want to be seen, because you want to be recognized, because you want people to look at you and each and say, ah, yeah, what's up, my boy, my girl, my girl. That's what you want. That's what you want. But is that what you need? That is the question. Is that what you need? Is that what you need? And despite all of what you are doing, the people you are trying to impress, they are busy trying to impress someone else. They are busy focusing on someone else. Their attention, their time are all given to someone else. While you, on the other hand, are trying to do all you can to impress that person, killing yourself, draining your soul, killing your passion, losing your purpose, losing your goal, just because you want to impress people. And that should not be the case of you. That should not be the reason that you as a person is on this earth. So I say to you today, in all that you do, make sure that you are being truthful to yourself. Make sure that you are being yourself. Make sure that whatever you are doing it for you and yourself. And not because people want you to do it. And not because you want a crowd to follow you. And not because you want to be popular. Do it because there is a need that you do it. Do it because if you do not do it, there will be no one else to do those things that you need to do. So do it today because there is a need and not there is a want. Be truthful to yourself. Be a realist. Be a person that do you and not a person that do other people. Why? Because real success is about impact and it's not about image. Most of the time you see people doing things and they want all of the cameras to be on them. You see people doing things and they want all of the attention, all of the focus to be on them. Why? Because they are looking for the popularity. There are some people who will not do anything unless they see camera around. And that is the time they want to make donation. That is the time they want to help someone. Is that true impact? Definitely no. That is not true impact. True impact is about you waking up and liking the person you see in the mirror, and that person is you. True impact is about peace. True impact is not just about clapping. It's not just about hand clap. No. So I'm asking you today, who are you trying to impress? And is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? The sacrifices you are making, the depths you are putting yourself in. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? And the next thing I want us to look at is that you as a person, every day, every morning that you wake up, you have to know that you as a person, you were born with a purpose. You were born with a purpose. And so on this note, I have this interesting story that I would like to bring to you. Staying true to yourself. Doing what it is that you have set yourself out to do. And not because people are telling you to do it. There is this story about this guy from Nigeria. A young guy coming up, never had the opportunity to acquire higher education. And so He never had a chance to work and earn as others were doing in his village. But he had the opportunity to work as a gate man at this institution of learning. And when I say institution, I'm not talking about behind the horse school. No, this was a school of wealthy children, children that their parents had everything. And he was given a chance to work in the school as the security, the gate man. And he being a person not getting higher education and not having the knowledge of doing any other thing, he took the job. Why? Because there was a need that he take the job. It was not because of want, but there was a need that he take the job. Because apart from taking the job, there was nothing else he could do to earn money to support himself and to support his family. So he took the job and served as the security of the school. He woke up early every morning and go to the campus, stand to the gate. Every morning, he opened the gates for the students. The student will pass and go in. And when people come in, you will have to open the gates for them and they will pass and go. So first in the community started to see him, started to make mockery of him, started to tease him. Some first in the same environment that got himself involved into a whole lot of activities. Some got themselves into courts. And so they become rich. They have money. So when they come in the morning to drop their kids, and when they see him, and all they will do is, that mean how they get there. And my friend Anna, we attended the same school. But at a certain point, he stopped going to school because he couldn't afford it. And that was all they go said to him. And there were a particular group of friends that used to come to him and tell him, Mama, you see us? Most especially when he go to them to ask them for help. And they will make mockery at him. You see us, we are rich. You think it's free? We had to do things to get this wealth. So if you want us to be helping you yourself, you got to join us. And he said, no. I cannot join whatever it is that you people have joined. So I think the best I would do is to focus on my job and earn whatever I can earn and continue to live my life. Once I'm not begging for food, I will survive. He continued to go to work every morning. He will be the first person to go on the campus. He will be the last person to leave. He worked on that campus for 30 years plus. 30 years plus he worked on that campus. The first to go on the campus, to clean up the entire building, the last to leave. Despite all of the sacrifices, despite all of the effort that he made, there was never a day that the school awarded him. Every closing program, the school will have appreciation program for staffs. The school will award the best staff of the year. Never once was his name mentioned. But he never gave up. He never stopped working. He kept working because he knew what he wanted. And so he continued working. And as he continued to work, there was this day, a girl in a school was being attacked by some of the wealthy boys in the school. They were trying to lock her up in a bathroom after school. Just imagine that. If they have locked her up, it means that she was going to live in her bathroom until the next day. In that entire building, closed up, with no air, no food, nothing. What would have become of her? But as they were trying to lock her up, this man who was serving as the gate man heard a noise and he went there and he saved her from the boys. And he carried the complaint to the office. And after he carried the complaint, he did not stop there. Every morning, when that girl comes to school, he will walk her to her class. Recess, he will go to her class door and wait for her and walk her to the cafeteria for her to eat, wait for her after eating, and walk her back to the class. Why? Because he was trying to protect her from those boys again. In his mind, he thought that maybe the way their complaints have been given to the school, maybe they will be angry since they were punished and they will want to do something bad to her. So I will protect her. He did that for 1 month, protected that little girl until he saw that the guys couldn't harm her anymore. But guess what? After 30 plus years of working at that school, the girl graduated, traveled, went to college, graduated, earned her degrees, and she established a company. And the company became one of the best companies in her area. And through her company, the school were breaking down due to lack of funding. So she bought the school through her company. And finally, on the closing program of the school, she made a request to the school administrators and asked for him. Is Mr. Johnson still working at the school there? They said, Mr. Johnson, he had nothing else to do, though he's old now. So he was not strong to keep up the work. But we are still maintaining him here yet because of the time that he has spent here. So just so he can be able to earn something for himself and his family. She said, okay, that's good. But you know what I want you to do? I said, no. And she disclosed her plan to them. So while the school were making arrangements for the grand closing, all of the guests, alumni, every one of them invited. This man received an invitation to the program. First time of 30 years plus working at the institution. That was the first time he ever received an invitation to attend the school closing program. And the invitation read, you are invited to the closing program of Hilltops Preparatory School. And there was an inscription at the end of the invitation. And the inscription read, this time you are not opening gate, but someone will open gate for you. Being surprised, he wore the best of clothes that he had and went to attend the program. First time walking through the gate of that school building in 30 years and not being the one to open it. This time someone else was opening the gate for him. And as he walked and he entered in the hall, to his surprise, everyone began to clap for him. Still not knowing what was going on, he went and took a seat. And as the program was going on, a lady walked up to him and called him up. Said, "Do you remember me?" He said, "No." She said, "Well, I am the one that you saved some years back." And she turned around to the crowd and said, "Every time at schools, staffs are being awarded as the best staff of the year. Not once have I seen the gate man or the janitor be awarded. Despite all of the sacrifices these people do, all of the effort they make to keep the school safe, to keep the school clean, no one awards them." So today, I organized this program specifically to award this man for not just saving my life, but for being true to himself. Serving this institution for 30 years plus as a gate man, every day opening gate and not a single day with a problem. It means he actually had passion for whatever it is that he was doing. He had love for not just the job, but the institution and the staffs and students. This man saved my life. I could have died when some guys jumped on me in this school when I was little and wanted to lock me up in the building. He saved my life. So today, I want to appreciate him, not just for saving my life, but being the best staff for 30 plus years at this institution. And she took up a check of 10 million and placed it in the old man's hand. Not just that, she took a deed of a modern house, well fenced, well prepared with everything in it, and gave the deed to the papa also and said, "This is my appreciation to you. Use the money and do whatever you want to do for the rest of your life. This house is yours. Take your family and you'll move into it. It's about time now that you get paid, that you enjoy your labor." And this old man began to cry. He dropped on his knee. Lack of words, with nothing to say, just tears running down his eyes, feeling the joy and the pain at the same time. Finally being appreciated for his sacrifice. Finally being appreciated for being true to himself. Finally being appreciated for standing tall and not letting himself to be distracted. Finally being appreciated for being true to himself. Because if there were other people in that position, definitely they would have left that job. Even at the time that that girl was being attacked, they wouldn't have gone to save her. But he stayed true to himself. And he loved the job with all of his passion. He focused on his job and was never distracted. And at the end, he got awarded. And the girl said, "This man saved my life in the school building when I was little coming up. But I've attended schools upon schools, and never have I seen the janitors or the security man being appreciated. Despite these people making all of the sacrifices, they come early, they leave late. They do all of the hard work protecting the school, protecting the environment, keeping the environment safe. But yet then no one appreciates them, no one awards them. So today, I thank you for saving my life and for being true to yourself. and she gave him a $10 million check with a deed to a modern house. And that man cried. He thanked her. He appreciated her. And she said, go and live your life. You deserve it. Now, on this light, as we come to a close, I would like to finally say to you, in the process of staying true to yourself, and why you should not fake it to make it, is because the cost of faking it to make it is a great one that even at a certain point you might not be able to pay. So you should not get involved into faking it to make it. And so quickly as we close, let's just talk about the cost of faking it to make it. Yeah. What happens if you are not true to yourself? Firstly, you build a life that looks good, but that life feels empty. What happens if you are not true to yourself? You get the applause, you get the cheers, you get the claps, but you do not get the peace. What happens if you do not stay true to yourself? You win the war, but you lose your soul. And so, finally, to take a leave of you, I would like to say, you don't have to change who you are to become successful. No, 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 no. You do not have to do that. You can remain you and you will still be successful. You do not have to dim your light just to fit in. You do not have to reduce your height just because you want to fit in. Especially the place you want to fit in, the people there do not care about you. And lastly, the real you is more than enough. Always be you. So be bold about your value. Be consistent with your vision and be honest about your journey. Because when you stay true to yourself, the right opportunities will find you. The right people will support you, and success becomes not just possible, but purposeful. And so, folks, on this slide, this is how I'd like to thank you for joining me on this edition of The Turning Point. And I just want to remind you of your worth. And I just want to ask you to share it with someone who needs to hear to this edition of the program. Wherever you are, however you're doing us, I just hope that you are good in health and that you are doing yourself a wonderful time. Thanks for being there with me as I was here, and bye-bye from my end. Let's take this again as we close. Do have yourself a wonderful time.